This is Rabbi Yonatan at the Whitwell Middle School in Whitwell, Tennessee. It's at least 40 miles from the closest small town. There's an amazing school here which has done a project since 1998 to teach about the Holocaust. This being the week that we commemorate Holocaust Memorial Day, Yom Hashoah, wanted to come here and to see with my own eyes and to share with you what they've done here. This is an actual cattle car donated from Germany that stands as a memorial at this middle school to the atrocity of the Holocaust. As you can see here, we're about to enter. What it says to people as they are entering on the wall here is, as you enter this car, we ask that you pause and reflect on the evil of intolerance and hatred. Of course, we can think of much in our own time of intolerance and hatred that we need to combat. Come in here. So really, in teaching these kids who probably never met a Jew before, what is 6 million lost lives, Jewish lives, or 11 million lives, they collected paper clips. And you can see, if you look here in the car, the display, there are literally millions of paper clips that were collected. This is quite a remarkable educational tool to kids who've never probably met a Jewish person, to help them conceptualize what was the tragedy, the enormous tragedy, the unthinkable tragedy of the Holocaust. And it was truly an effective way to do it. And not only to think about what happened in the 1940s, but to think about what's going on today. As we hear in the news over and over again, and this week again, about people being gassed by their own government in Syria, we have to ask ourselves, what can we do? And then we must raise our voices. As we hear children like the one you hear in the background, and we say that these kinds of innocent children are being killed and gassed to death by evil powers, by evil governments, we must speak up. Just as in this week's Torah portion, actually the Haftorah portion from Kings, speaks about these lepers who went to get food for themselves because they were starving, but realized that they must speak up to the king and tell the king that the enemies have fled, or that the enemies were not in the camp, and that this is a chance for the Israelites to find food and to overcome this great obstacle of their enemies who were trying to kill them. And as we move into Holocaust Memorial Day, Yom Hashoah, let's ask ourselves a question to reflect about the evils in our world today. And what can I do, and how can I raise my voice, and not stand on the sidelines, but to be a witness and to really try to do something to make this a better world.